they have compost pile. It's actually a known fact. The psychologists did IQ tests, and they call it nature deficit disorder, kids that don't know anything about nature. And it literally limits their development of their IQ, their intelligence. So, a backyard compost bin serves a lot of wonderful purposes. That's the end of my speech.
I started recording because the fact that we have 8 people on, we don't always get 8 people on. We actually had more earlier. I just wanted to get everybody. Neil, feel free to turn on your camera for a little bit. I just wanted to put something on YouTube. It just if we could each say talk for like 15 or 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Doreen has to leave. Thank you, Doreen. I just wanted to make something for YouTube, like an update. Go ahead, Neil. Give us a 60-second update.
An update on
why it's important for people to join Zero Waste Dutchess, why it's important for people to listen to you move Dutchess to zero waste.
It's important to listen and participate and become part of the dialogue at Zero Waste Dutchess, because in the United States, I've been doing this for 50 years, the main movers of good solid waste management and good recycling and composting are grassroots organizations. And I can guarantee you, I can give example after example where community organizations have made the decision by peer pressure, getting businesses on their side because they explain the economics of wasting, and they also get government agencies on board because recycling not only creates good jobs, but it also pays taxes. So Zero Waste Dutchess is your local citizens organization. I urge you to join and support because this is the way to change things in the county, in the state, and the country.
Amen. Thank you, Neil Seldman of Zero Waste USA. Neil is the founder of the Institute for Local Self-Reliance. Mom, can you give a little 30-second, 60-second update for our YouTube?
All I want to say is that it's very important that we close the incinerator, work towards that, and that we start recognizing what we throw away. It took me 2 weeks to gather enough garbage that filled a 4-pound bag of cat food. That's so little. If you think about it, because everything was recycled. I took all the food waste out. There was nothing. 2 weeks. So we have a lot of stuff that we're throwing out and we're burning that shouldn't have to be done.
Thanks, Mom. That's Judy Malstrom, Executive Director of Zero Waste Dutchess. Dave, give us a 30-second, 60-second tidbit.
Yeah. I would note that the Lumi that Frank was talking about uses biochar in it, actually. Activated charcoal, same thing. If we think about, as Judy was just saying, we think about how we buy our food and everything else, and if we could even reduce our waste by half, and instead of having these garbage trucks running down our streets once a week to pick up garbage, it would make it once every 2 weeks instead of once a week. We cut the cost of all that in half, the pollution and everything else. If we separate the garbage, the compostable stuff, the organic stuff from the non-organic stuff, like that helps enormously, because you're not going to produce methane when all that organic stuff gets buried. So these are all strategies that we need to start adopting and getting away from unnecessary waste.
Amen. It's Dave Huller of rankchoiceny.org. Marcia, Frank, Pete, do you want to chime in for our YouTube?
Okay. It's just the most personal daily issue we can work on to save Earth as our home. That's it.
That's
We've got to recycle, we've got to compost, we've got to start to save our resources.
amen. Frank, Pete, thank you, Marcia.
Yeah, Zero Waste Dutchess.org. And I encourage everybody to reduce, reuse, repair, refinish, recycle, compost, or get the product restricted, redesigned, removed from production. Go Pete Seeger.
Frank, did you want to chime in?
Yeah, just a couple of things. I've actually been using recycled materials in my artwork for about 40, 50 years. And so it comes natural to me. And somebody mentioned vitamins. For years, I've noticed you buy vitamins, you look what's in the bottle, and there's a little pile of pills at the bottom of this big
30
plastic.
capsules. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. And the bottle is like probably 4 times bigger than it needs to be. I mean, if I know that the vitamin companies want people to think they're getting a lot by putting the vitamins into a bigger bottle, but it's really wasteful. I mean, just that alone, if they just cut the bottles in half.
You know what they said to me about that? I complained about that. And they said they needed the size of the bottle to put all the information that had to be got out to the public
Yeah.
on view.
Ah.
All that verbiage needs a big bottle.
Oh. Well, some smaller
So
bottles
they
have,
should fill it more, so they should make a requirement. You must buy 90 or 120 capsules. That's it. If you
well,
want
some small
vitamin.
bottles have labels that you kind of peel off part of it, and it opens up, and then it's got more text on it. So there's ways of printing all
Yeah,
that.
that is a way. Yeah.
Yeah, without having a big bottle. So
Use a cardboard box.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. Why can't they go to cardboard?
yeah, there you go. Well, probably has to be waxed cardboard to keep it a little bit airtight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but still. No, but I'm going to contact some artists who use recycled materials, and maybe I'll curate a show and bring attention to the whole thing. A lot of people, art is popular now. It never used to be that popular. But murals and public art and art is actually almost a common everyday thing. Most people pay attention now to art because artists create tourism, etc. So yeah, maybe I'll put together a show somewhere, probably in Poughkeepsie, maybe in Rhinebeck, with the artworks using recycled materials. That's it for me.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. And Frank also has painted murals all over Poughkeepsie, probably all over the world, right, Frank?
Well, not that much, but yeah, I did one in London last October, so I'm stretching out, branching out.
So thank you all. I'm just gonna join us, the Zero Waste Dutchess on Facebook, zerowastedutchess.org, zerowastedutchess@gmail.com. You can call my mom, 845-876-2488. And stopping